This is somewhat of a dream to me. I can't this is what you say to me. No, 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 no. Anyway, hello, my demons. Welcome to part 13 of my exothon. We're going to be doing Sam's story first, then the two colonels. Sure.
Parting with my friends. It's hard. But for them, the Colonel's death signaled the end of their journey. And the beginning of a new life on the shores of Lake Baikal. For me, the loss became a threshold. Between the Order and my own life. Between duty and my dream to see Dad again. And, like Artyom before, I chose to pursue my wild dream. Along the way, I sometimes felt the trees, ruins, and leaning wire posts vanishing behind. Just an endless movie reel projected onto a ragged screen just for me. A lonely late-night viewer in an empty theater. Yet, every morning, the sun rising dead ahead brought another change of scenery. Making sure that I was, in fact, getting closer to the Pacific. One step at a time, slowly but steadily. No matter the obstacles on the way. One day, sitting in a recliner on my dad's porch, I might actually be tempted to start a book about this trip or something. One day. But not here. Not now. I see the town that's to become my springboard for a leap across the ocean, and I smell salt in the air. If there really is even a slight chance of me ever getting home, I will find it here. Saying my goodbyes to Dad before going to Russia. I promised him this was going to be my last tour of duty. Besides, I wasn't going to war. I expected a cushy job guarding the embassy. How could I know that instead of a cushy job, waiting for me were mushroom clouds, desperate struggle, salvation, and a tour of duty that would last 20 years? But as soon as Artyom's dogged determination to break out of the tunnels paid off the way it did, a hope to see my father again took root. As we were going east, that hope grew. By the time we reached Novosibirsk, going home was the only thing I could think about. Only duty before my commander and my friends kept me from leaving immediately. But my service with the Order came to an end on the shores of Lake Baikal. There, on that hill, through the terrible pain of loss, I could feel that my friends had also found closure. Their journey was over. Not mine, though. The hope that's been nagging on me for so long now turned into an obsession. The purpose of my life. I had to go. And my friends who had long since become my family, well, they understood. As I'm entering the outskirts of Vladivostok, I know I was immensely lucky to have gotten even this far. But since fate chose to take me here, to the Pacific, I must do everything I can to find a way home. And see my old man again.
Now, as is the obvious part, I have absolutely no idea what this DLC entails, but I do kind of feel like it might not be the best as when I was looking up about the Tikar and the thing, one comment was, I wish I could get rid of it, like Sam's story, so... yeah, I have no idea if it's going to be good, going to be bad, if it's going to take 10 years to decide that it wants to finally load. Depending on how long it takes. I'll either do both DLCs now or just one.
Привет, Vladivostok.
There you go. I was wondering whether there was any sound. Do we have any... Okay, so... I actually prefer the laser on this. Seems, that's a fairly decent bit. I'll bump it up to normal because of, you know, why not? I'm not gonna chuck it up to super hardcore. This kind of is giving me a Last of Us feel.
Wow.
Get lost, you idiot! Watch out, boys, don't get hit! Don't fucking kill him! Shoot his legs if you must! I'm warning you! Next time I'll shoot to kill! Come on with your hands above your head! What else would you have me do? I guess that's all. I'm not greedy. Ha ha! Don't worry, we ain't gonna kill you. The Kingpin wants you alive. And how do you know what he wants? I have my sources. As for you, stop wasting my time and come out. Show yourself, so I know where to go. Much obliged. You motherfucker! You got our boss!
Shoot the fucker, boys!
I have enough ammo for all of you!
I think we got all of them!
Thanks for your help! Come up here and let's talk!
All right!
Not gonna lie, I could do an entire game with the main character is voiced by Steve Blum. The good voice actor. Voices, like, everything is subjective. Never say that it's not. Looks taste, sight, everything. You could be wondering, sight is subjective, yeah. Some person can have bad eyesight. You'd get a general consensus, but of course, with even hearing, like the Yanni Laurel type thing, or the is this stress.
What the hell? Why don't you
Everything is subjective.
Hey, put your gun down.
Hey, take it easy. I just helped you.
Put it down right now.
All right. I'm not looking for trouble. I'm looking for a ship that could take me home. You know any good ones?
We only have one ship here, and she's a looker. Come, I'll show you.
Does it work?
Careful over here. It's a long fall. You don't want to join those poor bastards. They keep chasing me, trying to earn favor with the cat. At least they want to get me alive. Get your spyglass. You can see her perfectly from here. She's right over there.
Okay, wow. A submarine? It's freaking huge. Nice ticket home.
Speaking of your home, where is it?
Oh,
Your accent
that.
seems vaguely familiar.
San Diego.
Damn, another American. Seriously, talk about coincidence.
Another American? Danu!
Looks like you really don't know anything. I'll tell you later. Huh? We've got to scram.
What the hell is that?
The Batwing. Let's get out of here before it gets us. Follow me. Get out of here, you oversized bag!
See, they look more like flying rats than anything. Aw, it looks adorable. No, wait. Probably because they aren't demons. That would actually explain why they look a lot different, because they're not demons. Is it a demon? Am I supposed to be fighting it here or what? What am I supposed to be fighting it? I generally don't know. Oh, here we go. Okay. That did not work out as well as I was hoping. Alright. This also seems really weird. Like, it seems like a kind of standard video game boss fight where, you know, like this doesn't feel like it belongs in the Metro. Or at least the Metro series. Like, this seems really video game. So I'm not sure if I'll survive the fall, but I have no idea. Let me guess. See, I'm not sure if it specifically is a demon or what. Okay, so kind of from what I could gather from Owen Oak's videos is that it wasn't just standard, you know, okay, so snakes aren't just specifically an Artyom's thing with like the weird legs. So it wasn't just standard, oh yeah, nuclear holocaust attack. It was, Russia was conducting like, you know, genetic altering stuff. Basically bioengineering things. And then the US gets leaked something somehow. How?
Come and take it,
What?
you bastards! Come and take it! You're coming. With us! Take him alive! Take this!
Kick my ass. Yeah.
Stay down.
Really? A taser? That's cheating.
Fucking kill you all!
Considering I've just literally been holding the X button.
Piss!
Taser him back.
Off my kiss!
Really? After all that?
Not so tough anymore, huh?
Fuck off!
Did you hear him swear when we got him? Fuck you all! Bastards! I kill you! That's American for sure.
You know it's American when you're not that good at Russian.
Well, I did hear American in the movies before the war.
He could have seen some too. By the way, he's up.
Hey, where are you from, pal?
From Moscow.
Look, aren't you an American, pal?
No, I'm a Buryat. All right, you got me. I am an American.
There you have it.
No shit.
Duh.
No wonder you gave us so much trouble before we met.
It's just not my day. Не мой день сегодня.
Looks like it.
Well, you might still change your opinion. Hey guys! Turns out we caught an American! We better call Captain report! Mace, delivery here. Patch me through to Kent. I got news for you. Alright, standing by. Kill the engine, guys! We're to stand by! Speaking of this not being your day, see what's over there?
I do. It's clouds.
Clouds. This is a storm, pal.
Yep, a storm. And storms here are not your regular storms. They can ruin your day like nowhere else. You're lucky we took you in when we did.
Got it. Rev up and head to the sub.
So, what have you got? Did you deliver the offer to the captain?
Nah, he got spooked by some small fries. We nabbed the guy who was with him, though. Turns out the guy's an American. Please, boss. He swore like you on a bad day.
I see. Pass the radio to that American, will you? Okay, I feel stupid for even considering this shit, but just in case, who are you?
Lance Corporal Samuel Taylor, U.S. Marine Corps.
Wow. Just... wow.
Yeah, I have trouble believing it myself.
Oh, damn. Listen up, delivery. Here, change the plan. He is my guest. Do you get that? Bring him over, quick.
Yes, boss. Well, didn't we make a splash? Now tell me, who of us knew he was an American all along, huh?
Wow.
Impressive, huh? It's all ours.
Impressive.
Guessing they need the captain to get it moving.
Look, it's the boss. Is that him?
It's me!
Well, hello there! Why are you still tied up?
I'm moving!
Please, come aboard! Take the guests to the gangway!
Yes, boss. Shit, we pissed the cat off.
We should have taken the rope off. Then we'd get chewed out for acting on our own. Yeah, there's just no making the cat happy.
I'm assuming they call him the cat because his name is Tom and it's usually Tom Cat. Fun fact, Tom was the name of my sister's old cat.
Well, Your Highness, we've arrived. Come aboard.
Now, personally, for me, I am a gigantic, big, huge fan of Wayne. I don't get, like, so... Specifically, I don't get as to why people dislike Wayne so much. Specifically, as, let's say, Julia Lockhart from Fairy Tail. Essentially, I've mentioned this before, but everywhere she went with, yeah, it was essentially just non-stop rain. And you're telling me that you're telling me that everyone she encountered all felt the same way in which they hated the rain?
The storm starts!
Am I happy to see you? Haven't met another American in 23 years. Name's Tom, by the way. Nice to meet you too, Tom. Is this ship yours? Can I book a ticket?
That's a good one. Follow me. Let's talk. So, where did you want to go?
San Diego, one way.
California. Oh, truly. A heaven on earth. Save for the traffic in LA, of course. That was hell. Look, man. Remind me. What was the name of your baseball team?
Padres.
Right. Oh, our team used to play them often. I'm from Seattle, you know.
Mariners. If you think any further check is in order.
Nothing personal, Lance Corporal. These are tough times.
Of course. Trust but verify.
Exactly. By the way, Sam, this is Clem, my right-hand man. He's in charge of the Applied Force department of my business here.
Hello, Sam.
Очень приятно, Clem.
Clem's boys couldn't invite you here at a better time. The doctor flexed the wind somewhat, but still. Just look at that.
Yeah. Had I stayed there, I'd be halfway to Kansas by now. Not that I want to go there.
Where do you want to go? Oh, wait. How about we have a good smoke and hear your story first, Sam?
Won't say no to a smoke. Even though there isn't much of a story, really. Middle East, Afghanistan, then Moscow. I was on the embassy guard detail. Happened to be in the metro when shit hit the fan. Quite a lot of people survived there. And then, we just sat in the tunnels for 20 years, thinking we were the last people alive in the world.
How come?
A perimeter of jammers. The leaders were in the know, but kept it under wraps.
For 20 years? But why?
Haven't got a clue, really. A friend of mine learned the truth, and with him, the whole squad I was with. We had to run. Across the continent. We had a train. At Lake Baikal, we split. I went further east and kept going until I ended up here. If my dad is still alive, he could still be waiting for my return. He'd be over 70 now. I haven't got much time.
I see. So you're looking for someone to take you home.
Yeah.
People don't just sail across the Pacific nowadays, unlike the old times. But I can take you there on this sub.
It's rather cool than Canton.
You're right, Clem.
Could I help somehow, Tom? And how did you get this submarine in the first place?
It's a long story. Perhaps just an executive summary?
Well, I am in a hurry, but not to such an extent.
Well, in that case, I'll start from afar. Oh, by the way, I almost nailed Tennessee sour mash here. No proper aging, of course. The flavor is basically right.
Want you drink with us, Clem?
I'll drink my own. We don't really get that fancy stuff, Tom.
It was just the first failed batch, you know? But suit yourself, of course. To our meeting.
To our meeting.
To our meeting.
Wow. Korosho.
Oh, yeah. What did I tell you? So, ready to listen now? I'd been doing business here before the war, mainly on the international weapons market. The locals had lots of money and opportunities, but no connections in style whatsoever. That's where I came in. Clem handled the relations with our local partners. Just before the war, our enterprise was starting to gain momentum. But then the bombs fell. You can guess the rest.
Yep.
Our company had a competitive advantage, though. Warehouses full of weapons. And Clem's boys in charge of guarding those warehouses. Then we entered a phase of dynamic growth, and a few years ago learned of a flourishing settlement here in Vladivostok. The place was governed by the ex-captain you met before. He did do a decent job of it, I must admit, but was not ready for the ongoing war against bandits. That's what we offered to help with. The captain took the deal and was not disappointed. Clem found a radical solution to the bandit problem.
Yeah, you can still see some hanging.
Right. And then we learned that the sub was operational all along, and the captain never even thought of using this immense opportunity.
How is he supposed to use it?
Obviously, you're not a businessman, just like him. Naturally, to everyone's benefit. For so many years after the war, mankind has been barely holding on to life because there was no force left to unite the survivors in pursuit of restoring the civilization. But we could create such a force.
This seems kind of fancy for a submarine. Like, assuming that maybe it's a military sub. And maybe it's just me. But it kind of just does seem a bit more fancy. I'd love to be in it though, with these windows underwater.
To turn the apocalypse into a new beginning. We won't even have to shoot. Just drop the anchor in view of any settlement, open our missile ports, and they will readily give us everything. And accept our power. Oh, do you find this inelegant? It would be just a statement of fact. We are power here. We are the force to lead everyone into the future.
I see. So, what do the captains say?
Oh, he went ballistic and tried to get rid of us. But when he saw his game was up for good, he ran away.
Which means you get to decide where to sail now, right?
Certainly. There's just one slight problem. The sub's alright, but its reactors need to be refueled. But only the ex-captain knows where to get the fuel rods and can control the procedure. Regrettably, after our falling out, he wouldn't even talk to us no matter what.
Yeah. A lot of things starting to make sense now.
Great. Then I can offer you a deal. Sam, I'd like you to be our negotiator. Make that fossil understand. If he helps us get the fuel, we leave the settlement to him. We'll find a better base in no time anyway. Of course, he's also welcome to have all crew members who won't follow me. And once we get the fuel, San Diego will be our first destination. Deal?
Deal.
Sam, you'll need some protection as our burly man. I'll send my best guys.
Thanks, Clem. But I prefer working alone.
Oh, that's some true grit right there. Hey, leave Sam be, Clem. He can handle it.
Whatever you say, boss.
So, we have a deal. Still, if you are going to represent us in negotiations, we'd better equip you to our standard. Clem, please set Sam's radio to pick up our frequencies.
Sure.
Here.
Now for the important part. The map of the area. It's as exact as it can be, all things considered. Plus, it shows all the captain's hideouts we know of. You should check those first.
Done.
Spasibo, Clem.
Well, radio's taken care of. As for the rest of your gear, drop by the shooting range. You'll be issued everything. Have some rest first, though. You had a long day.
Thank you, but I'd rather go now. I prefer to strike iron while it's hot.
Well, your choice.
Thanks, Tom. Guess I'll be going now. The storm's already over, after all.
Good luck. We'll keep
Of course. Счастливо.
Счастливо.
Yeah, this seems a bit too good to be true.
Why did you not let me send my boys with him? They could catch the old goat cleanly and quietly.
Enough. I know you're cleanly and quietly. Your boys fucked up for good when they let him get away. The captain himself I could forgive. We're keeping tabs on him. But where's the XO? The others?
We're looking.
Looking. You've been looking for almost a year now. And now the captain is our only chance. Don't you see? I just can't trust your boys with it.
Well, but you can trust this passerby.
He's an American.
So what? I don't know him. You don't know him either.
But I do. He survived in Moscow. He survived there, and then he came here.
Well, if you say so.
I certainly do. And enough of this! Do you have anyone watching the captain in the upper marsh?
Observation post, 2 guys.
Good. Tell them to be on the lookout for our guest. Provide him support if need be. And tell that to everyone else.
Got it.
Let's think of where he could even find the guy. Where was the captain seen?
Everywhere. Pick a point.
How about here? Right under our noses. The pool?
Lobsters. He stopped using the place long ago.
Here?
Too many fossils. He won't go there.
I think he wouldn't. How about here?
That new gang I told you about. Puzzle catchers.
How about the car dump?
There's a Batwing there now.
Yeah, even the captain wouldn't take it on it. The fire depot?
I can't. More fugly hunters.
What about this place?
I guess that's it for that conversation. Hey, bud. How you doing?
Howdy, Uncle Sam. You're expected at the shooting range. Boss's orders.
It's that way. Cross the bridge.
That is a gigantic sub.
Okay, I think I got this. Time to check ignition. This is ground control to Major Tom.
So, you're the American.
Nah, your circuit's dead. There's
We're
something
checking our
wrong.
stocks here, you see?
Damn it. I knew I was forgetting something. Let's see if it works now. Engines on!
You really make the grade.
Ah, I've been expecting you. My name's Daniela. I'm Tom's gunsmith. The boss wants you geared up ASAP, Sam, so I'll cut straight to the chase. First, your universal detector. There are mines all over the ruins, so never leave home without it. It can also detect spare parts, weapons, lots of things, actually.
Nice.
Indeed. Now, your new rifle.
This looks familiar, but different.
It's a local make, optimized for our home brand of incendiary ammo. It accepts regular ball, all right, just not the standard mags. Don't want our idiots ruining their old rifles with the hot stuff.
Thanks. I'll take good care of it.
Ah, glad to hear that. I guess you're all set now. You can test it here. My assistant has a couple of mags ready.
Here's your ammo. Good luck.
This one should not just feel familiar, it's the real McCoy. A 45 automatic, straight from Tom's premium stock. We've sold quite a few of its siblings here, but this one's been fine-tuned to the max and hasn't seen a day of use past its shakedown. So it won't fail no matter what.
Let's see. Universal detector, detecting mines, standard stuff. Assuming we're going to get more stuff as we go. Is there any perchance I can restock up on ammo?
Don't mind if I do.
Try to hit all the targets. I always wanted to see a real Marine in action. Nice! Not bad. That's some fine marksmanship. That's what I call real shooting.
Semper Fi!
Look, I can appreciate art of shooting like nobody else here. Thanks for the show.
Thanks.
Aye, that was truly amazing. Here's your prize.
All in a day's work.
I won't be holding you any longer. Good luck, Sam.
This is.
See you around.
Does this only hold 12 shots? Interesting. I was kind of half expecting a weapon upgrade.
Did you get geared up? Weapons zeroed in and all that stuff?
Yep, everything's fine.
Great. Good luck to you then.
Now I'm probably going to predict this. We end up either betraying these guys or they betray us.
Hey, look, it's that American. Yeah, what are you talking about? There, looking right at us. Are you sure? It looks like a regular schmo to me. I'm telling you, it's the American! So, he did let you pass after all?
Not before wearing my patient's thing like he's blessed.
Hello there, our American guest. How do you do?
We're still checking. But yes, there's definitely some missing.
Any suspects?
Yeah, there's this clown, Babyface. He took off as soon as we came to check on him and locked himself up in his kit.
So, you don't like Tom's new direction?
Look, I know you're trying to provoke me, but I'm past kidding now, so I'll just tell you straight. I don't like his business shtick, but that's not what's killing me. It's the way he took over. It's the way he got rid of the captain and all the officers. And it's Klim and his goons that I hate. Damn. I still can't believe we got one more American here.
So, how's it going? Any progress?
No dice. The fuckers got a good lock on this door. No matter. We'll get them soon enough.
So far, it's been roughly about 47 minutes of pretty much Jack and shit.
No hard feelings.
I mean, not too much, but still relatively slow.
Shit, that was close.
Yeah, okay, so I get the feeling if I go to quick save and that.
Reading you loud and clear, Tom.
I forgot to tell you, all my people know you're here now. There's lots of random characters roaming the area though. So, if anyone is hostile toward you, you are free to shoot the bastards in.
Thanks, Tom. I'll keep it in mind.
You're welcome. Good luck, Sam.
Now, having replayed part of the main story, I honestly want to say that it really is the first part.
I could use this.
What do you want after you made such a big noise earlier? Alright, so... Those who have eyes will
Could
see.
be of use.
Those who have eyes will see. I kind of think that might have something to do with... night vision or maybe binoculars. Yeah, I'm guessing night vision. Okay, oh, I should have been able to get over there. Oh, I hate this. Like... Like, you can't really tell. But I am... No idea what the hell is wrong with it. Whatever. Soon I'm gonna need to come back here, because we're called night hunters. See, I potentially need to come back here with night vision.
I could use that.
Oh, but I hate those things. Like, everything else is kind of fine, but...
Less.
Yeah, it'd be nice if the melee attack wasn't just a gun butt attack. Alright, so that's down along there. Yeah.
Приgodится.
Okay. Say we were about Artyom not speaking to at least, like, look. Voice actor is nice. It's just you don't need to say something every single bloody time. 1, 2, 3. Doesn't seem like anything. I was literally about to say it does not look like there's anything here. Yep.
Too many of you guys around.
Is it really necessary to put that on? During the fight? Okay. So instead of me needing to come back with night vision, we just get the night vision here. Good to know, honestly. Figured it'd make a good backtracking opportunity, like. And then again, they come out. Just for convenience sake, despite the fact that there should be enough noise to lure them out. Yeah, you guys are no less stupid now than you were before. How did he not end up finding this path?
Niplocha.
Again, you don't really need to keep
Okay, this I could definitely use.
saying stuff. So, again, it's small repetitive things that I find honestly kind of annoying. I think you could use it in...
Much better.
be quiet. Let's see. So that's damage, but I know this. Yes, it's better damage. Just that's fair. Alright, the problem is there's not actually a workbench here. But no, really, how do they not end up seeing the path down there? I don't know. Games are weird, I suppose. Oh, this is cleared out. Like I said, it's not too far from here. I do find it kind of weird that they mentioned swearing a lot to be an American thing, yet these guys have also used swearing a lot, so yeah, I have no idea. I can't, yeah, that's a fault. I go to have my biscuits of a cup up, and half of them are bloody broken. God damn it.
Хорошо. Отличная находка.
Oh crap, that was filthy. Honestly, not worth it. Like, at all. That is really not worth it. Actually, I probably should make some handgun bullets while I'm here. Let's make some spare bullets. Not sure when I'll get a nice load more, when I won't.
Okay, this I could definitely use.
For... okay. It's not Silent Hill. I don't think missing classes is what you should really have been worrying about. So, why does it sound like there's a bloody seal? So, we could kind of go with... it's the thing of, oh yeah, classes are important. Yeah. Then suddenly... nuclear holocaust, yada. Suddenly class is really not as important. I like the feeling we're going to be landing there, but I'll check out there. Be right back. I'll be right back for a few seconds. Seriously? Oh my god. Finally, some unbroken. I was just like, are you kidding me that all these biscuits are broken? They're all broken. No. My biscuits. I shouldn't have done it. I shouldn't have. The biscuits had cracks in, small cracks, and they cracked off into my cuppa. Mankind has only dreamed of such horror. Surely this is the end days. This is okay, so I'm going to have to assume that the way down via there is, yeah, that looks blocked to me. Of course, fucking seagulls survive.
Not bad.
Post-apocalyptic world. Fucking... bio... engineering bombs and fucking seagulls survive. I'm kind of curious though. I feel like unless Russia launched what could potentially be dirty bombs, the rest of the world. Then I feel like you can't really do anything outside of Russia because only Russia would have these level of mutants. I had the feeling I could have snuck in through here, but okay. Yeah, I get the feeling could have easily snuck in via here. Bum. Okay. That's what I thought. It's an actual standard assault rifle. Oh. Because this one's called Sammy. Oh yeah, of course I lose my magazine. Why do those look like military grade rounds? Like, those look like MGRs. You know what? You guys want to be assholes? Let's be an asshole. Let's do this. Yeah, that's kind of a lot of them.
These are awesome.
You know? I'm not gonna lie, I think I actually preferred Artyom. Like, Steve Blum's voice is nice to listen to, but when he kind of keeps mentioning, like, every single little thing, I don't know. Ow! Dick. Since he is essentially given up. 30 rounds. It's not as good as the one that we had at the beginning, which we somehow lost. Because, see, then it doesn't really make any sense, because Artyom, despite losing his, I mean, maybe they were stored in his backpack, but then I'm left to wonder how come. No. Game moves, I guess. Wait, hang on. Captain? Oh, Captain, my Captain, my Captain.
Too much TV is bad for your eyes.
As more tea time. Ugh. Oh god, I hope I have some mute for that. No more tea time. I don't want to have to look at the. It's gone to the point where it's so down that it's just. Bah. No, I mean it's kind of blah anyway with no sugar, but what I more specifically mean is. What am I after here? What prompted this? Oh. No, you can tell it's American because of America.
Now this looks interesting. Ooh, great find.
Again, say we will about Artyom. He wasn't at least talking every time he found something. Assuming that
Отличная находка.
those are for harmonica. Okay. You would get something for these, or I don't. It shows me getting multiple parts, and then it just doesn't. Now, I did hear the captain before. Where the hell is he? At least according to the subtitles, he was nearby. But anyway, as I mentioned before, playing through Metro, the main storyline again. The first bit really is not that much fun. If I had to liken it to anything, no pun intended with liken. Oh yeah, it always said we
Let's
guest
put
house.
something educational on for a change.
The twin cities of Vladivostok and San Diego share strong bonds of friendship and cooperation. As these
Achievement, Cinephile.
San Diego.
of their respective countries, but also major scientific, cultural, and political centers that have played major historical roles in the development of those.
I hope there's an achievement for watching it to the end because we bouncing. Okay. Yeah, that's a rare achievement because no one ever plays the DLC. Seriously, you look at the ratio of main story campaigns. Actually, let's have a quick look at that. So unlocked. Most common. Exodus. Complete the Moscow level. to go over these, 56.04% of people completed the Moscow level. 54.49 have named the train the Aurora. 51.60 sailed the boat. And then further down from that, 32.71% have driven the trolley. 31.66 have found the passenger car, and then 30.43 completed Volga. And then after those, and granted 20% of people found the Teddy and the guitar in Volga. So, yeah. Barely. Barely half the people that bought this game soared through to completion. So let that sink in. Barely half the people that bought this game with the intent to play it completed it. And, you know, it's like, yeah, not everyone's going to play the game. However, you literally just picked up some mushrooms. What specifically is nice about that? I kinda... Okay. Alright. You know, again, I very much find these guys annoying than anything. And apparently, according to Roanoke, these guys are just less evolved librarians. May died on the shitter bay, don't give a crap. Do you mind, buddy? Okay, I can't just get in there. Good. Can't get that though.
You don't.
Dude, they're mushrooms. I don't even know what you're saying, but it's annoying. Again, say what you will of...
Mutants, save the Earth.
How the fuck did you not drown? Specifically, how the fuck did you not drown? I am going to be perfectly honest. So far, not a fan. Had they replaced these with a couple of shrimps, and I mean a couple, I do not want to be fighting 50 billion shrimps. Would make sense, but no, they pick, quite honestly, the most boring and annoying mutant in the game. Quite honestly, I really don't get it. Why? Who was playing this game and was just like, oh, who was test playing this level? It's like, you know what? We need more minnows. Like, really, I genuinely am curious. Who was playing this game and said to themselves, unironically, we need more. Like, somehow it's not enough that you had to deal with them a lot in the main campaign. I just, somehow in this campaign, yeah, we needed more of them. Fuck off, twat. I mean, granted. You know, maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just not the intended audience for this game. Maybe people that enjoyed
Aha, I could use this.
the past two Metro games aren't the target demographic for this one. Who knows? Like, honestly. Who knows? finally, we could be free. I take my phone, make myself a king. To make myself a king. Good shackles, buckled chain. I don't escape and no one to blame. You. Good shackles, buckled chains. There's no escape and no one to blame but you. We can be free. Said what? Make myself a king. Said what? Make myself a king. In case you're wondering as to why I'm singing that song, there's a crowd there. In the tribe societies. Video kings, obviously. The goal was for...
Freaks around.
And essentially the goal is to become, you know, the king. At least I'm assuming everyone was fighting with each other. I don't know. You know, okay, so let's go over interpretation of really any. Yeah, that's what I thought. This I would have probably checked out around. So fucking die. But did you seriously not fucking hear all of that? Like, really? There's already way too many fucking manimals. Dude. And, you know, I honestly thought my hearing was bad. My hearing has got nothing on these guys. Okay, should probably replace the assault rifle with the shotgun. Anyway, back to interpretation. Now, if I were to ask you what you preferred in terms of storytelling, you can either have the plot laid out for you, let's say it's a game, where do I go? A game where the plot is, pretty cleanly laid out for you. Like, I don't know, I'm trying to think of what game really doesn't leave much to the imagination. Fuck it. Okay, so where do I go? The Last of Us. Whatever. Okay, there's got to be... yeah, just... oh, Bloodwake. Bloodwake's pretty simple on plot. We literally just go around in a boat and kill everyone. Oh. Anyway, just any game that, the plot's fairly straightforward.
Someone's gotta do it.
Lots of exposition. Yeah. Come on, let's, let's talk about this, like, say, Dark Souls. Dark Souls, really, not a lot of room for, solid storytelling. I mean, there is. But, for the most part, it's pretty speculative. There's no definitive, yes, this is the right answer. There are on some things, however, for the most part, it's kind of like, this could be this. Like, how the majority of people thought Solaire was the god of war in that game, in the first few Dark Souls, until Dark Souls 3 came along, and the Nameless King. It's the same with music videos. If we take, let's say, Siamese Mr. Fear, The Wolf, Tribe Society Kings, this kind of goes with the thing that I thought before. God of War, with a Vocaloid song. The Lost Ones Weeping, in which, some of the English ones of the song, they're slightly different, because, translation's a bit off. So it really is up to how people can interpret things, unless the creator themselves comes into the comments, hell, even across the Delta. Unless the creator specifically says, yeah, okay, this is what's going on. Then everyone is left to freely speculate and write in the comments. And I always find it fascinating that reading the comments where people try and piece together, like, oh, okay, across the Delta, something, the men try to attack the thing by force, because it's a society of all men, and the weakest of them goes to try and make peace with the upside down triangle. But then, in the end, it's the king, who arguably could be seen as the manliest one, kneels down, and it finally opens up, because they're essentially destroying themselves by shooting at It's always fascinating. Reading the theories of stuff as opposed to, you know, being directly told. Unless in another game installment they completely just be like, oh yeah, no, this is what we meant. There's destroying theories, so take it as you will. Behind. There you go, buddy. I was kind of half expecting it to still be alive.
Oh, my rifle got jammed. You again?
Yes, me. Lance Corporal Samuel Taylor, U.S. Marine Corps.
Well, thank you, Uncle Sam. Edward Baranoff, ex-captain.
Glad to meet you, Ed. How did you end up in this mess?
This is one of my ports. Usually the traps downstairs were enough. The Fuglies here know well enough to stay away. Let's go before some more arrive. Stupid beasts. You kill a bunch, but they just keep coming. Help me move this, Sam. You got it? Come on! Oh, we did it. Ugh, I hurt all over, which is a good sign. Means I'm alive. So, where was I? Ah, yes. Then the bandits from the cinema decided to throw a party for the local gang bosses. And think far enough ahead to chase a pack of Fuglies away from the ruins next door for extra security. So the poor mutants arrived here and got sandwiched between the bandits and the other packs in the vicinity. The only way open for them was up. I could beat them, but that gem...
You're welcome. I've been looking for you.
Did you talk to Tom?
Yeah. He suggests a deal.
Yes, he's fond of those.
Question, dude. Why would you set up a trap that you can't reset? Like, yeah, maybe it's because you're sore, but what would you have done if I wasn't there? And you know, you could have moved the damn thing.
Damn. I hate being old. We're almost there. All right, my own personal savior, let's set sail. Come aboard. We have a long way to go.
Tell me, Ed, what happened here during the war? Doesn't look like the city took any direct hits. So why is it in such a state?
Yeah, there were no direct hits. The warheads fell into the sea, all in a neat little line. My sub didn't even shoot. All the targets were destroyed without our help. We called the base for orders, but there was no reply. The base was hit naturally, so we sailed here. That's where the HQ was. When we reached the city, we couldn't recognize it. It was even worse back then, of course. Just the smell alone. There were very few survivors, and frankly, we were surprised to find any. We picked them up from the roofs, organized somehow, and ended up settling in the dock. The place ended up pretty cozy. At least we had no problem with electricity, with the reactors running. And by the time they ran out of fuel, we had a floating power station ready. All this luxury ended up generating rumors. So the bandits started coming by to check us out. Finally, one day Tom arrives with an offer of uniting our forces and setting up an effective defense perimeter. That bastard.
Sniper, get down!
Damn it.
Did he get you?
I'm fine. Keep your head down. Looks like we're safe. Did you see where he's shooting from?
I'll handle the sniper. You stay here.
Are you sure? Go get him then.
And no, wouldn't be Tom's guys, because from what I gathered, they still need him alive for the fjords. So far, though, again, not a big fan of all the manimals. I honestly not a big fan of. I mean, but like, is this supposed to be fun? Is having see, they mentioned that, you know, Sam was yelling a lot.
Пригодится.
You guys are too, so it's like, huh? Extended mag, not too bad, reflex. No, again, so far I'm really not the biggest fan of this DLC. I mean, it's not too bad, it's just could do without Sam constantly talking.
cut you into leather strips. Hey, I'm coming too. You're getting sliced like a fish, asshole!
I'm going to be sliced like a fish. Ow! Okay, that somehow killed me. Oh, precious Melina. Speaking of just random things, probably really my first like visual novel that I actually properly played and completed. And shit.
Неплохо.
This really was quite a while ago. But anyone that is familiar with it, hey, congrats. Let me know what you think of it. But no, I get what they don't tell you about. I'm pretty sure it's the thing. What they don't tell you about VPNs is you're gonna have to keep annoyingly dealing with recaptures. Actually, give me a little bit to this. I'm doing this, I'll talk. So essentially the first visual novel that I ever really played / completed was back around the days of when I was on Facebook quite a lot. I ran a somewhat decent page actually, but it was Katawa Shoujo. Which, no, it's saying Katawa. Katawa? Seems kind of weird when you say it out loud. But it is honestly a fairly decent visual novel. You play as a guy, obviously. I mean, I guess obviously you could play as a female. Although, usually, you play as a guy. And you have a heart condition where, you know, you had this cool little scar on your heart. Basically happened while you were confessing to a girl. So you get sent to a school. Could you, this tail? Yep. You want to stiff the nice? There you go. You get sent to a school that specializes in more special need kids. Not special need as special. Not to be a bit offensive.
That bitch! Heads up, guys! On the ladder. Shit. Should sit this.
Special as in, you know, they need more care. Like, say you have Lily. Lily is blind. You've got Hanako, who is burnt across the left half of her body. You do have other characters too, yeah. God damn it. I'm just gonna go in and fucking murder them. I forget specifically what characters there are. I just remember Lily and Hanako. Who would have the most successful Twitch channel? Really? That is a question? Alright, so you got Emmy, who is amputated at the legs. Hanako, burns across the... Yeah. Yeah, we got Hanako, who has been burnt across one side of her body. Lily is blind. Rin has no arms. Shizune is deaf. And Sheena nothing is ever really specifically said about Sheena. And you've got Kenji, who needs to wear like these gigantic glasses. Oh, it is 9 years old. Holy shit, that is old. So yeah, if you ever do end up being able to download the game, very good, and actually surprisingly easy to download, as I downloaded it on quite honestly a horrible computer. Okay, what the fuck are you shooting me with? Even on normal, I shouldn't be dying in one hit. Exit. If you ever get the chance to check out the game, very good. Very dark too. Like, I swear, I'm having a hard time trying to remember what was in the beta version and what was in the normal. I didn't play the beta version, obviously. But yeah, I think it might have been in the beta version where Hanako,
Feel better already.
afraid of losing
Heads up, boys! You ground level!
afraid of kind of not being around. Oh, yeah. Essentially afraid of being abandoned by the main character. Pretty much then offers to have sex with him. Because, you know, doesn't really want to get abandoned. So, naturally, if you choose to, congrats, you just got her bad end. And of course, there are a lot more bad ends to the game. Like, Misha. I think this isn't the main game too. So Misha has a crush on Shizuki, the deaf girl. I'm already gonna start forgetting names. I'll just be listing them off. By their... Oh, for fuck's sake. By their, disabilities. Misha has a crush on Shizuki, the deaf one. And if you go down Shizuku's deaf girl's path, Misha comes into your room and she's just like, hey, yeah, look, have sex with me, because I'm sad. If you do that, you get the bad end. And I think she potentially kills herself in the beta. I don't know. Like I said, beta really kind of fucked.
There's some shit going on there.
Need a reload!
Okay. Now I'm gonna call it here. I'm gonna call it here and continue on later. Bye, guys. If you can, it shouldn't be that hard to download it, but give it a try if you feel like it. Definitely a very good game, provided you don't screw up horribly. But anyway, goodbye for now. And I will catch you when I next catch you.